Okay, this is a no-fluff, high-level overview of what exactly ConveYour is. You can think of it as a rep experience platform that helps you recruit, onboard, train, and retain more reps or more dealers or more agents, whatever you call your people. And it all starts with the portal, which is the glue between these different motions. Now, you don't have to use all of our tools. You can use just our onboarding tools or training tools, but it's really cool when you use them all together. So let's start with the portal. And the portal is sent to the rep or the candidate at this point via a magic link. And all you have to do is click the link and they're instantly in the experience where they're learning about the opportunity, which we'll go over here in a second. What's really cool is that you can brand this portal with your logo and icon, and they can add it to their home screen, and they get a progressive web app, which is a new nifty thing that's happening in Android and iOS that basically makes it like you have your own app. You don't have to monkey around with the App Store. And so it's your brand rather than some other company's brand, okay? Now, let's talk about recruiting. So on the left-hand side, what you're seeing is like an example portal experience for a candidate that's learning about your opportunity. On the right-hand side, you're actually seeing the workflow that you as an admin see on the back end, where you're actually building out what you want to have happen in the portal. So the first thing we're gonna do is like present the opportunity. We track, by the way, how much video they watch, so you know exactly how much your people are watching, and you can even nudge them if they don't watch the video, okay? Then you're gonna start qualifying them, and you're gonna build up maybe a recruit score and ask them maybe things about like transportation or their previous experiences in sales or whatever. And depending on their recruit score, you can send them to schedule them for an interview, or you maybe say, hey, it's probably not a good opportunity for you. Okay, then scheduling them. We have built-in capabilities with cal.com and Calendly to embed calendars. We can even embed various calendars depending on the location or office that they're getting recruited into. So this is an amazing routing tool. You can get the right candidate scheduled to the right manager's calendar dynamically, okay? All right, now, once we've got the calendar scheduled, or actually, let's say we didn't get the calendar scheduled, we need to nudge this rep to make sure that they get scheduled. So we send out little text message reminders if they haven't done a step to make sure that they get through the flow, killing tons of wasted time by your team doing manual work on that stuff. Okay, we have incredible tracking on our recruiting. We call this the pizza tracker. We can keep track of exactly what steps they've gone through in the recruiting process. We know exactly where they are in the flows, and we also have funnel tracking to help you understand the conversions between each one of your steps. And you can break this down by office or region or division, whatever you want to do. Now let's talk about onboarding. So in onboarding, all of the steps for your onboarding experience are in one place. So just like we did with the recruiting where it's all in one place, you can run a workflow like this where you're going to collect the info, do the e-signing, anything you need to do in onboarding, it would be done right inside the portal in the same place that they did recruiting. All right, now I really think it's important that I show you that you can drop in your onboarding experience other engaging experiences like video, audio, files that you want them to have. And it's a great opportunity to realign interest with them after the recruiting, especially if it's a 1099 role. And collect all of their information that you need, get their badge photo, okay, and put that on their profile on the back end. And then do e-sign where we automatically fill in all of the information about the candidate right into the document, whether it be a W-9 or a rep agreement, whatever you need. We can even do different rep agreements depending on the region or division that they're in. Okay, and then once you've got all that information, they've signed their agreement, then you'll probably want to push them off into different tools like Spotio or Solo or an email tool or a CRM, and we do that. Okay, we have those nerdy capabilities. Okay, next thing is training. So we're an entire micro-learning training platform as well. We have over 20 plus formats that you can use to build out what we call lessons. So in this case, I'm going to build a lesson with a video, some files, and a quiz to see if they were paying attention to the video. And once you've built out your lesson using our drag and drop editor, then you put those lessons into your lesson bank or your lesson folders here. And you now have a reusable little micro lesson that you can put into different courses and release them in a schedule that you want. So here are all your courses. Here's an example on the right-hand side where you've taken your lessons and you're dripping them out. So maybe you have like 30 days to pro, or you want to drop a lesson to each day that a rep is after he's launched. All right, and this is an example of the portal again with all of that training in place. What's really neat about the portal is that the way you release content is dynamic. So you can give certain courses to like setters, certain courses to closers, and it's whatever you want it to be. So it's not one size fits all. Okay, and this is another example of our microlearning, gamification, and leaderboards all built in. So we track everything. We track the score on every lesson, who's listened to what, who's watched what, and you can use that to actually segment your learners and look up performance. Which brings me to reporting. We've got reporting for days. I think we have about 50 different reports for different aspects of Conveyor, but for training, we've got lots of different types of reports to help you understand the performance of your learners. Next up is retention. So to reduce the churn of your reps, it's important to be able to communicate them and support them in the field. The entire delivery of your recruiting and your onboarding and your training and your nudges is all via text messages off of a texting line that they can reply back on if they have any questions. And we have a fantastic messaging platform for responding. In fact, a lot of very large organizations use us to support their reps in the field. You can also do group messaging where you dynamically send personalized text messages to every rep. So there you go, one rep experience platform to help you recruit, onboard, train, and retain more people.